Ooh. Woof. This is some old boy shit. God. Hi, everyone. Whew. What was that line that Mark Kermode always said about how this movie made me feel so gross when it was so unclean that I felt like I needed to bathe in Clorox. Yeah. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Riz on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is it's a documentary, actually, documentary film. And that movie is The Contestant. The Contestant is now streaming on Hulu and I think maybe is in some select theaters. I don't know for sure. Um, so The Contestant is a documentary film on Hulu. It is directed and written by Claire Titley. I hope I am Titley. Tightly. I hope I'm saying your name or Tightly, perhaps. Um, and what is the film about? Well, it centers on um a man by the name. This is a true story. So in 1998, as part of this variety game show program that aired on television in Japan, by the name of um, Denpa Shonen. Shonen, I believe, is the pronunciation. A fellow by the nickname Nasubi or Eggplant, became sort of the first Japanese reality star when he took part in a game by the name of A Life in Prizes, where essentially he was seemingly put in against false pretenses by the show's producers, was put in a solitary little apartment-like room filled with a magazine rack, and essentially was asked to write letters to these send in contest submissions, and would have to use the prizes as survival means. So like food, recreation, all that stuff. But he could not leave the room, and that's how it started, and it kept escalating for 15 months in 1998, before even the release of The Truman Show. This started long before that movie existed in 98. This man essentially was psychologically tormented to the entertainment of the masses in Japan, as well as the sort of journalists of the BBC at the time, who also looked into the events. And this is a story of Nasubi, aka uh, Tomoki Hamatsu. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Who, as well as the show's producer, Toshio Tsuchiya. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. Sorry, I probably butchered that. And about the sort of surprising complexities of the subject and the producer, and we sort of bear witness to this guy's 15 months in this isolated place, and then the fallout of it and the aftermath of it. So yeah, it's pure madness. It is some old boy shit, and all through a very Nickelodeon MTV kind of filter. And it's a cold shower of just brutal reality, and holy shit. Let the mayhem begin. So The Contestant is there have been a lot of great films this year so far. There have been a lot of great documentaries. I don't think I'll see a documentary that's better this year, maybe, than The Contestant. This is, and I also do not want to watch it again anytime soon. This is one of the most disturbing documentaries I have ever seen. This is deeply disturbing in a way, not in that it's violent necessarily, but psychologically. This is one of the most, and existentially, one of the most disturbing films I've seen in quite a while. And what I loved about this film, and what I thought was really, really well done about the film, is one of the things that a lot of people are complaining about it. people are accusing this movie of being as voyeuristic as the show is, people who dislike the film. I think that's intentional. I think that there is a purpose to that, and I'll explain why. I think what it's going to take a minute. I think what Claire Titley, I hope I'm saying the name correctly, is doing is turning the camera onto us. It is impossible not to sort of watch. It's the first hour of this movie focuses a lot on the show itself and sort of the way it's a 90-minute film. The way that what this guy went through. It is impossible not to look at this experience. You can't peel yourself away from it. And so it's using that so that when reality hits, when the grand finale of this little experiment that these monsters did to this guy happens, it's gutting. You feel this cold, just chill of, like a cold shower of just brutal, brisk reality. It just feels, it's impossible to shake it. It's like one of those, it's brilliantly well done. It actually fools you into sort of watching and bearing witness to this story. And then reckoning with that. You kind of feel the weight of what you're seeing. And then it also paints the fact that this guy, Hamatsu, is just one of the most lovable guys ever in a documentary. You really like this guy. And so it makes it worse. This guy is such like a likable, well-meaning, good-hearted guy. I also forgot to mention, he's completely naked during this too. There's a lot of details. I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible because I genuinely don't want to spoil too much. But I think that you've seen the poster, you've seen the trailer for this, you know he's stripped naked. I didn't know anything about this story. I think I saw the thumbnail that everybody uses of the guy. I've seen images of this show before. I don't know anything other than those images. I know nothing going into this. This is one of the most disturbing films I've seen in a long while. But it's so well done, and it's just so engaging and kind of heartbreaking and also moving, because you do see how this guy sort of finds a way to live on from this, and it genuinely is kind of inspirational, as disturbing as the road to get there is, and the fact that it was totally needless for him to go through what he went through to get to this place. It's still undeniably powerful. Also, I just feel like this movie, the fact that, how do I put this? The fact that something like this is allowed to exist with no boundaries and ethical guidelines for real. Like, you see something like The Truman Show, and it's like almost Black Mirror-esque in the sense of like yeah, that's an exaggeration of, yeah, like, you know, they're exaggerating, but there's stuff similar. No, this really happened, and it happened to this guy, and so it makes it all the more disturbing. And yeah, I can't begin to describe to you that this is a horrifying film often, but you won't forget it. Now, are there minor flaws? Yeah. There's one choice, and I think it works to an extent when you kind of understand that, like, they're trying to translate the tone of the original show. There is sections where they sort of replace the Japanese on-screen text with English text that's narrated by Fred Armisen. And I think that doesn't always work. It sounds a little bit... It kind of works and it kind of doesn't, because it sort of puts you in the headspace of, like, this is tonally doesn't quite work for this film, but it also is, like, tonally it makes it kind of more disturbing that it sounds like he's hosting a children's show. Like, there's something inherently kind of creepy about it. But overall, this is one of the best films of the year, and I think that it genuinely is unnerving, and just in the extent that human beings can treat human beings the way that they treated this man is just holy shit. So yeah, The Contestant. I can't help but give one of these. Yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars plus. This is a really devastating, horrifying, but unforgettable documentary. fantastic. One of the best. Should be nominated for Best Documentary Feature. This is a fine, fine film. All right. That is it. That is it. 5 out of 5 stars plus for The Contestant. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. None. Watched it on Hulu. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right. That is it. We will be back tomorrow for a early review of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'm seeing it in IMAX tomorrow. There's an early access screening. And then Friday, we have Not Another Church Movie, which is real, apparently. I thought it was a fake trailer. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, it's real. It's a real movie. So we got a review of that. And then for the weekend, I think that's kind of it. Yeah, there's nothing else playing near me to see. Maybe there'll be something popping up on streaming. I have no idea. But next week, Monday, we do have another AMC Screen Unseen, and they took a couple weeks off. We're back at it again. Also next week, we got the Transformers 40th anniversary thing. I'll probably do some kind of video on it. We also have coming up next week, but I am going to the Billie Eilish listening thing, new album listening party. I don't think I'll be able to review it because it's just the album, but maybe. But we also have reviews coming up in the weeks to come for If, The Strangers Chapter 1, Back to Black. I hope I saw the TV Glow. Please expand wide enough to come near me. And The Blue Angels, plus other things. So that's coming up. And that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Fastest missed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey, Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. And if you want to find me also reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything, and either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of The Contestant? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mouth extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around.